federally speaking. So it looks like Ukraine has unlimited funds. And a lot of people aren't happy about that.
Am I the only one who wants to throw up about Ukraine and this money going to them?
No, I don't think you are.
I want to throw up. I want to throw up, Mike.
Yeah.
When Sheriff Lamb, remember my campfire chat last summer with Sheriff Lamb?
Yeah.
He said, we were talking about this, and this is before the money started blowing up, Mike. Mm-hmm. We're talking, I'll bet you it's 120, 130 billion right now. I'll bet you. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But Sheriff Lamb had said to us here that the Republicans were asking for, get this, Mike, they were asking for a paltry $5 billion. Think about that, paltry, $5 billion, to finish the wall. And now we're $1.25 billion into Ukraine. I don't know what I have to show for it, but we're going to have 7 million illegals crossing the border any minute. The no wall there's got something to show for it, Mike. We're getting angry about this stuff down here. Angry, as we say, relative term politically. It's not anger. It's sick of it, ready to vote in some Republicans in 2024. That's what it is. That's what it's come down to. It's real simple.
Yeah, I mean, and who I feel bad for in all of this is the people on the ground in Ukraine, because the ones that are getting, the ones that are in the middle of it all. I mean, I've heard reports out of Kiev that people are, it's almost life as normal. They're going to restaurants. They're going out for sipping on a latte. It's like there isn't even a war happening around them in a lot of cases in the city of Kiev, the capital. But then you've got people in Donbass and Donetsk and which are, I didn't know these places existed till a couple of years ago. But so I'm no expert at all. But your average Ukrainian is not getting that money. They're not. And it's
the whole.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Well, the whole point is because why does it take 10 years of investigations to figure out what happened when we know what's happening right now? And the concern for me, and this is why people are frustrated, and you're asking questions, Mike, and I'm asking questions. No one knows. No one trusts where this money's going. This nonsense. Come on. Let's not even start with Ukraine and the Biden family and Burisma. Let's not even go there. Let's not even go oligarchies. Let's not even go there. We know the money's not going to Ukrainian people. In World War II, when Hitler threw his weight around the world, it was easy for us to fight a war where we knew who the enemy was, and it was basically full disclosure as far as where the money was coming from, right? We had to ramp up industrialization-wise and stuff, but in this case, the problem is no one trusts, no one believes, I sure don't, the validity of the war itself. I am for one that will shout to the rooftops that it would have never started if Trump had been president. I was telling you. I'll write an essay about that.
Yeah.
But so I don't think it should have ever happened, period. But it did, and sadly, I don't think anyone trusts the validity of this war, who's really running it way up there, deep state, above my pay grade, Mike. I don't understand it. But it doesn't matter that I don't understand it. We're suspicious of it. We don't trust it. We don't believe it. And you know what? We're right, because we're going to hear. You don't toss around 125. I'll bet you it'll be 150, 200 billion before this is finished, if it's ever finished. It ain't give me an old-fashioned